Chosen One. Subscribe and let the awakening compass guide you. What if everything you believe about reality is just a lie you've been taught to accept? What if everything you've been taught about life, hard work, struggle, morality, was wrong? What if the game of reality doesn't reward effort but alignment? For years, you've been stuck in a system designed to keep you chasing, grinding, and second-guessing yourself, while others seem to win effortlessly. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. The rules of reality are entirely up to you. Success isn't about playing harder, it's about playing smarter. This isn't just another self-help mantra, it's a shift in perspective that can change everything. Imagine being able to manifest your desires without the endless grind, to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions so precisely that the universe has no choice but to deliver what you want. Sounds too good to be true? That's exactly what you've been conditioned to believe. The game of reality is rigged, not against you, but against anyone who doesn't understand the rules. The answers lie in mastering the mental, spiritual, and emotional planes, in uncovering the secrets that have been kept hidden for centuries. If you're ready to break free from the endless cycle of struggle and step into your power, then keep reading. By the end of this journey, you won't just outsmart the game, you'll master it. In the grand theater of existence, reality unfolds as a game, a divine paradox where the players shape their destiny through unseen rules. Winners, the architects of their desires, rise not by accident, but by wielding their mastery of the metaphysical currents. The losers, blinded by illusions, stumble through the shadows, unaware of the power within their grasp. The world does not pit the chosen against chance, but against the weight of their own misconceptions. The battle begins with recognizing the game for what it is, a playground of infinite potential. Yet most wander in circles, prisoners of a mental fog. They are taught to toil and suffer, to accept their roles as pawns in a game rigged by ignorance. They cling to rules dictated by fear, never questioning the chains that bind their spirit. The 98%, the silent majority, are ensnared by beliefs that reduce the infinite to the mundane. They forget that reality is malleable, a canvas waiting for the strokes of intention. Their losses are not failures but lessons etched into the universal fabric, whispering truths to those who dare to listen. For those who awaken, the game transforms. It is no longer a cruel maze but a symphony of cause and effect, of mental fitness and spiritual alignment. The chosen ones realize the truth. They are not mere players but creators, wielding the power of the mental plane to shape the physical. With this revelation, they rise, illuminated by conviction and guided by the light of universal knowledge. This is the beginning of their ascension, the first step toward unraveling the secrets long hidden by the architects of control. Beneath the surface of everyday life, there's a hidden layer of understanding, one that blows past everything we've been taught to believe is knowledge. Metaphysics is the real deal, the ultimate guide to how reality actually works. But this truth doesn't come easy. Secret societies and power players work overtime to keep this knowledge out of reach. Why? Because they know that once you unlock it, you're no longer playing by their rules. You're creating your own. The trap is in what they call education. What the world teaches you to value, facts, systems, and blind obedience, is just a distraction, a shiny object to keep you from looking deeper. The real power starts where traditional knowledge ends, at the crossroads of thought, energy, and manifestation. It's in the way your mind shapes the world, how your beliefs ripple through the mental and spiritual planes to create what you see in the physical one. The universe doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. But waking up to this truth isn't easy. It's a lonely road at first, heavy with the weight of seeing what most people can't or won't face. Still, for those brave enough to search, the reward is massive. Step by step, as you embrace this hidden wisdom, the walls of limitation start to crumble. The more aligned you get with this universal knowledge, the more unstoppable you become, and as your light grows, it begins to spill out, shifting not just your world, but the world itself. Life isn't a battle, it's a game. The problem is, most people don't see it that way. They treat reality like some kind of endless war, where every move feels like a struggle, every step weighed down by self-doubt and fear. But what if you flipped that script? What if instead of fighting your way through life, you played it like the game it's meant to be? Suddenly, everything changes. The rules don't feel so rigid, and the challenges stop looking like punishments and start feeling more like opportunities. When you shift your perspective, the weight you've been carrying starts to lift. Viewing life as a game isn't about ignoring its hardships. It's about seeing those hardships for what they really are: levels to beat, puzzles to solve. You stop taking every loss personally and start recognizing that each setback is just a setup for something bigger. It's like stepping back from the chaos and finally seeing the bigger picture, the one where you're not just surviving, you're thriving. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about unlocking something deeper. When you elevate the way you see the world, you also elevate yourself. Your pain becomes fuel, your doubts turn into stepping stones, and the suffering you once carried becomes the spark that lights your fire. And in that fire, a whole new version of you starts to rise, ready to face the next level of this game we call reality. Most people play the game of life as if it's all about the physical, working harder, pushing limits, grinding endlessly. But here's the thing, reality doesn't work that way. The physical world is just the final step, the end result of what's happening on the mental and spiritual planes. The real action, the real cause, starts in your thoughts and beliefs. That's where the game is actually won or lost. Focusing only on physical effort is like trying to change a reflection in the mirror without touching what's in front of it. The mental plane is the cause, and the physical plane is the effect. If you're not working on your mindset, your beliefs, your mental fitness, your alignment, you're missing the point entirely. Sure, hard work can get you somewhere, but it won't take you far if your mind isn't in the right place. The spiritual plane is your compass, your sense of purpose and connection to something bigger than yourself. Without it, even the hardest physical effort feels hollow, like running in circles without ever moving forward. When you stop treating life like a purely physical game, everything changes. You realize that success isn't just about what you do. It's about who you are and what you believe. When your mental and spiritual alignment is on point, your actions naturally follow. You don't just hustle. You move with purpose, with clarity, and with the kind of power that comes from knowing you're creating your reality from the inside out. And that shift? It's where the real game begins. So many people think that success is all about doing, taking action, putting in the work, grinding every day. But here's the truth. Action without alignment is like trying to run with a broken compass. It doesn't matter how fast you move if you're heading in the wrong direction. Mental fitness is what keeps you steady, what tunes your actions to the right frequency. Without it, every step forward risks becoming 2 steps back. Your mind is the engine driving your reality, and if that engine isn't in good shape, you're going nowhere. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about training your mind to hold the vision, even when the world around you says it's impossible. It's about rewiring the subconscious beliefs that sabotage your progress, creating a solid foundation for the actions you take. Physical action might build the house, but mental fitness designs the blueprint. When your mental fitness is strong, the effort you put into the physical world becomes unstoppable. You're not just reacting to life anymore, you're creating it. The struggle fades, replaced by clarity and confidence. It's like shifting from paddling against the current to letting the river carry you exactly where you want to go. And when that happens, you're not just moving. You're moving with power, purpose, and alignment. Most people live their lives backward. They think they need to hustle and grind, do, so they can finally achieve success, have, and then feel fulfilled, be. But the truth flips that script entirely. The magic lies in being first. When you align yourself mentally and emotionally with the version of you that already has what you desire, everything else starts to fall into place. You don't chase success. It comes to you because you're already living as the person who deserves it. This shift in thinking is like unlocking a cheat code to life. Instead of acting out of lack or desperation, You move with confidence and conviction. Your actions aren't frantic, they're intentional. Your energy shifts and the universe responds in kind. The be-do-have principle isn't just a mindset. It's a formula that rewrites the way you experience reality. By embodying the emotional state and mental frequency of your desired outcome, you naturally attract the steps and opportunities to get there. When you start with being, the journey feels lighter. You're no longer stuck in an endless loop of doing more and having less. You've shifted from struggle to flow, from reacting to creating. And as you step into this new way of living, you realize that the power to manifest your dreams was never outside of you. It was always in how you choose to be. From this place of alignment, the next rules of the game start to reveal themselves. Reality bends to the rules you accept. This is the secret hiding in plain sight. Most people live by rules they never chose, handed down by society, family, or fear. But here's the kicker. You don't have to follow them. The subconscious mind is like a loyal servant, following whatever commands it's been given. The trick is learning to rewrite those commands, to reshape the beliefs that silently steer your life. You're the creator of the rules, and the game plays out according to what you decide is true. When you start changing the rules, the world around you starts to shift too. If you believe success requires suffering, that's exactly what you'll experience. But if you believe success flows naturally to those in alignment, your reality will reflect that ease. The subconscious mind doesn't question, it accepts. This is where your power lies, in consciously deciding what you want to be true and embedding those beliefs deep into your mental framework. It's not magic, it's alignment with the way the universe already works. The challenge is letting go of old, limiting beliefs that feel so deeply ingrained, they almost seem like laws of nature. Money is hard to earn. Good people always finish last. I'll never be enough. These are not facts, just rules you've been tricked into believing. By questioning these narratives and replacing them with empowering beliefs, you flip the script. Suddenly, the game starts working in your favor. Your new rules set the tone for a reality that aligns with your desires. Once you've mastered this, life starts to feel less like a fight and more like a dance. You're no longer reacting to what's around you, but creating it from within. Your beliefs become the blueprint, and reality simply follows. When you take control of the rules, the path ahead becomes clearer, and you realize the game isn't rigged, it's just waiting for you to play on your terms. And with this realization, you begin to see how even the gap between you and your desires can be bridged. Need creates distance, a silent tension that separates you from the very thing you desire. When you place too much importance on something, whether it's success, love, or even peace, you amplify the lack of it in your life. The universe responds to energy, and need vibrates at a frequency of scarcity. It's like chasing a shadow. The more you run after it, the further it seems to drift away. To close the gap, you must let go of the desperation and shift into alignment with the version of you that already has what you want. This isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about approaching them differently. When you stop needing something to feel whole, you unlock a different kind of power. The energy shifts from "I must have this" to "I am already this." That change in frequency collapses the gap between you and your goals. It's not about convincing yourself to stop wanting. It's about realizing that you already possess everything you need to manifest the outcome. The journey becomes lighter, freer, and surprisingly effortless. This rule reveals the paradox of manifestation. The harder you cling, the further you push it away. It's like gripping sand too tightly. It slips through your fingers. The key is to hold your vision with conviction, but without emotional desperation. Focus on the feeling of already having what you desire. Align yourself mentally and emotionally with that version of you. When the neediness dissolves, you create space for the universe to respond. It's not surrender, it's trust. When you truly embrace this principle, the game changes entirely. You're no longer a prisoner of your desires, weighed down by their importance. Instead, you become the master of your reality. effortlessly pulling in what aligns with your frequency. As you release the need and step into trust, you'll find yourself magnetized to the outcomes you once chased, proving that the strongest alignment always wins. And from this space of clarity, the role of desire itself begins to take on a whole new meaning. Desires aren't the destination, they're the bridge. Too often we see our wants as the ultimate goal, the thing that will finally make us whole. But in truth, desire is just a middleman, a tool to guide us toward a deeper emotional state. When you desire something, it's not the thing itself you crave, but the feeling you believe it will give you: freedom, love, security, joy. The secret lies in realizing that you can embody those feelings right now without waiting for the external to catch up. When you focus solely on achieving your desires, you risk becoming trapped in a cycle of endless longing. It's like climbing a staircase that never seems to end, because no matter how high you go, the feelings you're chasing stay just out of reach. But when you shift your focus to embodying the emotions tied to your desires, you break the loop. You stop chasing and start aligning. Suddenly, the external world begins to match the energy you're already living in. Think about it. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. If you embody the emotional frequency of your desires, you collapse the timeline between wanting and having. The feeling you once thought was locked behind your goals becomes your present reality. Desires aren't the finish line, they're signposts, pointing you toward the emotional alignment you need to create the life you want. When you embrace this truth, you free yourself from the weight of constant striving. Your desires become allies, not obstacles, guiding you to the state of being that magnetizes everything you need. And as you shift your focus to embodying the energy of fulfillment, you'll see how the game becomes less about effort and more about flow. From here, a deeper principle emerges. The frequency you hold will always determine the reality you create. Reality isn't about fairness or luck, it's about energy, and the strongest frequency always wins. When your mind, emotions, and spirit are locked onto a vision with unshakable conviction, you create a gravitational pull that bends the universe in your favor. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a law of alignment. Those who achieve their goals aren't necessarily the smartest or the most skilled. They're the ones who maintain the clearest, strongest connection to their desired reality, no matter what stands in their way. But holding that frequency is no small feat. The world around you will test your conviction with distractions, doubts, and delays. It's like a storm that tries to shake your foundation. The secret is staying grounded in your belief, even when there's no physical evidence to back it up yet. This is the difference between those who manifest their dreams and those who let them slip away. The stronger your frequency, the less external forces can disrupt your path. Think of iconic figures like Jeff Bezos, who faced countless setbacks yet never wavered in their vision. Their strength wasn't just in their actions, but in their ability to hold their mental and emotional alignment despite challenges. This kind of unwavering conviction acts like a beacon, drawing the resources, people, and opportunities needed to make their vision real. They didn't wait for proof. They created it by believing in what others couldn't yet see. When you embrace this rule, you realize that success isn't about brute force or endless effort. It's about maintaining the energy of what you want, no matter how long it takes or how hard it gets. The strongest frequency isn't just a concept, it's a way of being. And when you embody it, you discover that the game isn't about what's happening around you. It's about what's happening within you, setting the stage for the ultimate alignment of mind, spirit, and action. Look at the world's most iconic figures, and you'll see a pattern. They didn't just act, they believed. Jeff Bezos, for instance, didn't build Amazon out of luck or circumstance. He built it through an unshakable conviction in his vision, even when it seemed impossible. It wasn't just his actions that propelled him forward, it was the frequency he held. His certainty became a magnet, pulling in the resources, opportunities, and people necessary to bring his dream to life. That's the power of a strong frequency. These examples prove that external circumstances don't determine success. Your alignment does. Think about someone standing firm in the middle of chaos, refusing to let fear or doubt break their focus. That kind of strength doesn't just come from willpower. It comes from embodying the outcome they desire. Their frequency becomes unshakable, and reality has no choice but to bend to match it. It's not about avoiding challenges. It's about standing so solid in your belief that no challenge can derail you. Even when there's no physical evidence of success, those with strong frequencies act as if it's already done. This is where most people falter. They wait for proof before they believe. But those who hold the strongest frequencies don't need proof. They live in the certainty that their reality is already theirs, and that certainty becomes their greatest strength. This is why their dreams materialize, while others remain just out of reach. They embody what they want before they ever see it. These examples aren't exceptions. They're a blueprint. The stronger your frequency, the less resistance you face. Not because the path becomes easier, but because you've already aligned yourself with the outcome. It's like tuning into a radio station. The clearer your signal, the sharper the connection. And as you hold that signal, unwavering, the universe can't help but respond, setting the stage for the ultimate realization of your goals. Consider someone like Nikola Tesla, a visionary who changed the world with the sheer power of his conviction. Tesla didn't just dream of revolutionary ideas, he lived them. Long before anyone else could grasp the potential of wireless energy or alternating current, he held an unshakable belief in his vision. Even when he faced skepticism, ridicule, and financial obstacles, Tesla never wavered. His mind was tuned to a frequency so strong that it propelled his ideas into existence, changing the fabric of reality as we know it. Tesla's journey proves that external validation isn't necessary when your inner alignment is solid. He didn't wait for society to catch up to his genius. He forged ahead, guided by the certainty of his purpose. His inventions weren't just products of hard work. They were manifestations of his belief. By holding that frequency, Tesla attracted the resources, insights, and breakthroughs that brought his visions to life, despite overwhelming odds. What's striking about Tesla's example is how his alignment with his vision made him unstoppable. Even when financial backers pulled out or competitors sought to discredit him, his unwavering focus kept him moving forward. He didn't let failure or criticism break his frequency. Instead, he held on to his belief with a tenacity that made him a beacon of innovation. Tesla wasn't just reacting to the world, he was actively creating it, one invention at a time. This principle applies to everyone, not just to historical figures. When you align yourself mentally and emotionally with the reality you desire, you generate a force that's hard to ignore. The stronger your frequency, the less resistance you face. It's not about brute strength, it's about consistency and belief. And as Tesla's life shows, the universe always responds to those who are willing to hold their vision no matter what. The universe doesn't respond to morality, it responds to energy. This truth is hard to swallow for many, but reality isn't keeping score based on who's good or bad. It only cares about the strength of your self-concept and the frequency you hold. That's why you often see so-called bad people succeed. They're not weighed down by doubt or hesitation. Their conviction in themselves creates results, while good people often falter under the weight of insecurity, waiting for fairness that never comes. Kindness and morality are valuable, but they don't guarantee success in the game of reality. What moves the needle is alignment. If you doubt your worth or second-guess your vision, the universe picks up on that uncertainty. It mirrors back the energy you put out, not your intentions or your virtues. This is why self-concept is everything. It's not about being ruthless, it's about being unwavering. Those who align with their desired outcomes win, regardless of how the world judges them. This doesn't mean you abandon your morals. It means you don't rely on them to shape reality. You can be kind, ethical, and aligned all at once, but the alignment is the key. Strong self-belief trumps good intentions every time. The game doesn't reward hesitation, no matter how noble your cause. Success comes to those who act as if they already deserve it, unapologetically stepping into the reality they want to create. When you understand this rule, you stop waiting for life to be fair. Instead, you take charge, aligning your frequency with what you want and stepping into your power. The game isn't about being nice. It's about being intentional, focused, and relentless in your belief. And as you strengthen your self-concept, you realize that morality, while important, is just one part of the puzzle. The universe moves for those who claim their reality, not for those who hope it will show up. This is why self-concept is so powerful. It determines the frequency you radiate. Imagine you're a radio station broadcasting a signal to the universe. If that signal is weak, scattered, or full of doubt, what you receive will match that chaos. But if your signal is clear and consistent, aligned with what you truly want, you become magnetic. Success, opportunities, and alignment start showing up, not because they're random, but because they're responding to the energy you're putting out. Strengthening your self-concept requires conviction and repetition. It's not enough to say you're confident or successful. You have to believe it on a deep, subconscious level. This means rewiring old beliefs that no longer serve you and replacing them with ones that align with your goals. Visualization, affirmations, and deliberate action all play a part in this transformation. As your self-concept evolves, you'll notice a shift, not just in how you feel, but in how the world responds to you. When you fully align your self-concept with your desires, the game of reality becomes effortless. You stop chasing and start attracting. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable become stepping stones, and the doubts that once held you back dissolve into clarity. This alignment isn't about faking confidence. It's about embodying the truth of who you are and who you're meant to be. And as you strengthen your frequency, the universe begins to echo it back, shaping the reality you were destined to create. Winning the game of reality isn't about working harder or waiting for life to be fair. It's about alignment. Everything you want exists on a specific frequency, and your mental, emotional, and spiritual state determines whether you're tuned in or not. If your energy matches your desires, they flow to you effortlessly. But when your frequency is scattered or your beliefs contradict your goals, life feels like an uphill battle. Success begins within, where your thoughts and emotions shape the world around you. The key isn't just to think positively, it's to embody the version of you who already has what you want. This means aligning your self-concept, frequency, and actions with the reality you're creating. It's about trusting the process, even when there's no physical evidence yet. The strongest players in the game of reality aren't waiting for proof. They're living as if their goals are already achieved. This inner conviction transforms dreams into reality, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Ultimately, the game of reality is a test of alignment, not effort. When you align mentally, emotionally, and spiritually with your desires, the physical world adjusts to reflect that. The rules of the game are simple. Focus on who you're being, not just what you're doing. The universe doesn't care about how much you struggle. It responds to your frequency, your belief, and your alignment. And when those are in sync, the life you want doesn't just appear, you create it. Now that you understand the hidden rules of reality, the question isn't whether you can outsmart the game. It's whether you're ready to start playing on your own terms. Are you willing to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you've always dreamed of? Or will you keep letting old beliefs and doubts hold you back? Choice is yours, but the rewards for stepping into your power are limitless. Think about it. What's stopping you from embodying the version of yourself who already has everything you desire? The answers are within you, waiting to be unlocked. Challenge yourself to shift your perspective, rewrite the rules, and take control of your frequency. The universe is ready to respond to the energy you bring, so why not make it the strongest, clearest, most aligned version of yourself? If this resonates with you and you're ready to master the game of reality, don't stop here. Subscribe to this channel, activate notifications, and join a community that's focused on growth, alignment, and transformation. Let's take this journey together and unlock the potential that's been waiting for you all along. The next move is yours. What will you choose?